Hey Monica, how you doing today?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good. Can I get you anything to drink?
No, I'm fine. Thank you.
Okay, no water
No.
or no coffee or tea?
No.
All right. So how have you been doing?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Pretty good?
Yeah.
All right. Thinking about our last session, what we had talked about is that you had recently gotten a new job at a coffee shop.
Yes.
And
I'm
how's
now the manager.
You're now the manager. Wow. So when did that take place?
Oh man, it's been 2 years now?
2 years?
Yeah, so.
Wow. So when we first started the therapy, which was 2.5 years ago,
I think it's been longer than that.
You were living with your mom and dad for a while.
No, I was living with my mom. My dad is an alcoholic, so we don't have anything to do with him. My mom is doing pretty well now. She's trying to get her life together. So I'm living with my sister.
And then you moved back with your sister,
and
you helped plan her wedding.
Yeah, now I have an apartment of my own.
Okay, and then and I remember the last time we talked, which has been a while, you were talking about moving out and
right.
How you look forward to living on your own. And so how long have you been living on your own?
Probably about 6 months now.
6 months?
Yeah.
And how is that going?
Pretty good.
Okay. And how has the AA meetings been going?
Good. I go every Saturday like clockwork.
Okay.
Yeah.
And your sponsor, what's her name?
Louise.
Yeah,
I have a new sponsor now. My other sponsor, she had some issues, so
okay.
I had to get a new sponsor.
And her name is?
Louise.
And is she a good encouragement for you? She mentors you?
Yeah.
And so what have you been learning at AA?
We've been, processing through the steps and, learning to forgive yourself and others, like, my parents, their issues. So kind of working through that.
And is living on your own, is that helping you to work through some of your substance abuse?
Yes. I really haven't had too many temptations with that.
Okay.
Just go to work. I've got good friends now. I've got, reliable friends. I even got a car now, so I don't have to worry about being, like on the bus, being around maybe going to, streets where it might be rampant,
Kind of sketchy.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Okay. And anything new happening in your life other than that?
No, just the apartment, and I'm really not, focusing on anything else besides just kind of keeping the straight and narrow right now. Maybe in a couple years might enter the dating scene and things like that.
All right.
But mainly just hanging out with friends.
Well, we came out of a holiday season, and did you spend the holidays with anybody?
Just my sister and her husband.
Okay.
She's having a baby, by the way.
She's having a baby.
Yeah.
Wow, and I'm sure that you're going to be an aunt.
Yeah.
And that's reason for celebration and some excitement.
It's a huge 100% reason to stay sober and to stay clean.
Be an example for that little one.
Yeah.
Well, you've been doing very well, I think. What I would like to talk about is something called person-centered therapy. This is really where the therapist and the client work together. I think it's a very integrative therapy. I know in the past couple sessions we talked about faith. Faith is important to you,
right?
And you're an individual that's been sober for how long now?
Close to 2 years.
Close to 2 years. So your faith is important. Your sobriety is important. In past sessions we talked about you moving in with your sister, who is more reliable. You were able to do that, to get a job. Now you live on your own and you got your own apartment. So, person-centered therapy is a type of therapy that helps to support the client.
Okay.
And in the therapy, you can get a lot out of it from just its name, person-centered. Okay, we're going to focus on you as an individual and help you kind of mentor yourself to a place of just being better,
Okay.
being the best Monica that you can be. So I would like to start that therapy with you.
Okay.
And so I'll be giving you some homework at some of our sessions.
Oh, bummer. No, just
Yeah,
kidding.
oh yeah, I know sometimes, people think that you just come here to talk.
Right.
And there you get a lot out of talking.
Yeah, you do.
But sometimes you got to do some self-examination, see where you're at. And so what I would like to do with this person-centered therapy is one of the homeworks I want to give you is I want you to keep a journal.
Okay.
Are you good at keeping a journal?
Yes, I have kept we started as a log. It was just a calendar and you just kind of wrote on it. But it's progressed to diary / journal.
All right.
Nothing in depth.
Nothing in depth.
But,
Okay. What we're going to do with this journal is it's not going to be a journal like, you keep a diary.
Okay.
This is going to be more of a journal where you write about positive and negative events, okay? And, sometimes we get in these negative experience loops, and then we kind of dwell on things. I want you to write down the negative.
Okay.
Okay. And then I want you to write down the positive. Because part of the person-centered therapy is also that we emphasize the positive. So I know some time ago when we first started therapy, you want to get out of mom and dad's house, especially out of under the thumb from your dad, because he was the alcoholic, and you did a lot of things that were negative, drug abuse, alcohol abuse, because of the verbal abuse and all the negative that you saw dad do to mom.
Mm-hmm.
And when he put you down, you turned to alcohol. So you have these reoccurring thoughts in your head, right? So when you get in these negative experience loops, I want you to think positively and say, that's not. Yeah, just because something's negative doesn't mean that's my dad putting me down. Just say, okay, just chuck it up to, okay, something bad did happen. And but it can be all meant for good if I
find the positive in it.
Yeah, find a positive. And so like, let's say you have a flat tire, and you got the tire fixed, right? Well, the positive is you were able to get the tire fixed, right?
Yep.
Don't dwell on the negative. So don't let
because it's just a mood.
Right. Just let rain clouds pass, okay? And don't get stuck in those moods.
Okay.
Is that something you think you can do?
Yeah.
All right, keep a journal.
Yeah.
And write
easy.
down. So I want you to write down your negative and then write down a positive outcome from those negatives.
Okay.
Okay? So another thing I know that we talked about was your sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
How's your sleeping going?
I have a lot of insomnia.
Okay. And so how are we sleeping at night?
I can go 2 or 3 days without sleeping.
Okay.
But like burst of energy, that type of thing. My doctor gave me he tried to give me some medicine to help me sleep, but I told him about my past, and so we decided that wasn't going to be the best thing. So I'm just taking like some over-the-counter natural, like melatonin type thing, like a vitamins and things to kind of help. Sometimes it helps, sometimes it doesn't.
All right. Along with the person-centered therapy, I want to try some breathing exercises, some mindfulness.
I've heard of those.
And so before you go to bed, I want you to practice getting into a sleep hygiene routine.
Ah, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I want you to take. I know that some people put TV in the room. Don't try to watch TV at night.
Or be on your phone and stuff.
Right. Because that's just gonna keep you in this negative experience loop. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with media. So you're going to be worrying about that, and that's also going to keep your brain moving. So when you sleep at night, what you're going to do is just trying to get good rest. So you got to get to a period in the day where you can rest and relax.
Mm-hmm.
So good thing to do is practice some mindfulness. I know, again, talking about your faith, you could read your Bible, you could pray. Meditate. And part of the mindfulness is meditating. So I want you to get in this routine of counting to 10 slowly, and then take a deep breath, and then counting to 10 slowly, and then exhale. Okay. So let's try that together. Are you ready? And we're gonna breathe in when we do that. Okay, we're gonna count to 10 and breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Breathe in. Now let's count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now breathe that out.
Another helpful one that I learned was breathe in, count to 4. And you exhale 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay.
That's another one.
That's a good one. It's always good to do your own psychoeducation, because the more that you learn about your own mental health, you're just getting better at dealing with your diagnosis.
Correct.
Now let me ask you. Are you still on your medication that you're taking daily?
Like just for my moods and stuff?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And what are you taking again? Oh. Well, isn't that called duloxetine?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Duloxetine.
That's good for mood. I'm not just real crazy about diagnosis.
Yeah.
But we do know that you do have some mood swings.
Mm-hmm.
So you go from one extreme to the other.
Mm-hmm.
I still think you need to see a psychiatrist.
Right.
I want you to reach out.
I do see a regular psychologist.
Okay.
Yeah, psychiatrist, I mean.
Okay.
Yeah. For like 6 months now.
Okay. And
I thought maybe after I moved out, on my own that it would be good to see somebody regularly.
Okay, that's good.
So, because like living by yourself can be overwhelming.
That could be. That
so,
can be very traumatizing.
Yeah.
And I think in seeing the psychiatrist, that is good because they get you on a good medication to help.
And they can monitor it too.
Yeah, they can, and they can do different assessments as well and modify that.
Right.
My job as a therapist is mostly the talk therapy and the assessments and the homework that I give you from time to time, and just working on you becoming the best version of Monica that you can be.
Yep.
Okay.
That's me, Mom.
I like your energy. I mean, you got some real good energy there.
Well, got lots to be thankful for.
You do. This past holiday season.
And Christmas coming up.
Yeah, that's right. Thanksgiving is one of my favorite time of the year. I'm a person of faith, and that's one of my favorite holidays.
Yes, because you can be thankful for. You can really truly express what you're thankful for.
Right.
Be like with your family or friends or whoever you're with, like it doesn't matter. Like you can just express your thankfulness. Like it doesn't matter about the turkey or the food, whatever you eat. Like it's about who you're with and stuff, and like your health and your, all that good stuff.
Okay. Now, before we end the session, is there anything that you would like to say or ask of me along the same lines of the therapy that we're talking about?
No, it's pretty self-explanatory.
Is it? Okay. Of course, what you could do, you could go and get you some books on that, or Google it or something, or go online and look it up.
There's a bookshop next door to
where
I work at, so
good.
I like to go in there and browse on my lunch break sometimes.
And before you leave today, I need you to go by the secretary's desk and let's reschedule for about. You want to reschedule a month out?
Yeah, that's fine.
Is that fine?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think a year is a little too long.
Well, I mean, I've been meeting with the psychiatrist in between there, besides you. But
that's good. That's
it's
all right.
kind of different because, like, they're more medical versus, like, here it's kind of, like, more personal. So.
Okay, all right. So if you're fine with a month out, go by my secretary's desk and reschedule for that.
Ethel?
Yeah. Oh, Ethel. She's been with me a while.
Yeah, she's funny.
Yeah, she I think people rather talk to her than me.
You're pretty good. I mean, I won't complain. Don't sell yourself short.
Well, I appreciate it. Well, I hope that this person-centered therapy that we're going to get into helps you to become the best version of Monica that we can work towards. And that the goal is to continue with your sobriety.
Right.
Continue with your 12-step program.
Right.
I want you to also continue to meet with your mentor there at AA.
Right.
Okay, because she's going to help you. And that bond right there will also help you to talk about what it's like to be a recovering alcoholic. Okay?
I'm definitely going to need a journal for all this.
Yes, and that journaling will help you do those things. So I'll talk to you next time, okay? You have a good one.
All right. Peace out.
Bye, Monica. That was not 2 minutes. Okay, do I?